So this is a part of my state that I have never seen. I've never been out here. And the place that I'm finding today, I found just by like zooming in and out, pinching in and out on Google Maps. And I just picked a mountain range and I saw this one, so I decided to give it a shot. But I definitely already believe that this is going to be multiple trips out here just because there's a lot to capture. So even on my way up, there was a bunch of places that I wanted to stop, but the time change, the daylight savings time thing is messing me up pretty bad. So I'm gonna be running out of daylight. So I need to make sure that I get up here, I find the spot that I'm gonna camp, and I get all set up and everything before the sun goes down. Otherwise I would have stopped to show you guys those places. But yeah, definitely gonna have to get out here again and probably end up making multiple videos out of coming out here. It's awesome. This is a really, really cool place. It's beautiful through here. So hold on. This is what it looks like driving up right now, which is just, I mean, this is insane to me. This is awesome. It's the middle of November. I kind of hope that I'm going to be the only person out here, although this is an established campground that I'm at least going to try to hit up first. I don't normally stay at established campgrounds. I kind of like to do my own thing. And I've already seen a couple spots that I can pull off and do that in over here if I need to. But when I get up here, we'll check it out and see what's up. So I'm still on my way up. I'm still on that trail heading up to the campground, but I saw this and I just had to stop and take a view. I think wild turkeys. I don't know if you guys can see them this way. Hold on. They all just ran up the hill. I think those were wild turkeys. If you guys know what those are, let me know down in the comments below. I was kind of hauling ass up this trail and I came up on them, man. There was like probably 30 or 40 of them. So I've never seen wild turkeys like that out in the mountains before. So that's pretty cool. So I drove all the way out here and the gate is closed on me. This whole adventure all the way until now is just getting out here and they have it closed. So I'm still gonna get in here and check it out. But I'm gonna have to find a different place on the mountain to stay tonight. So finding a different place on the mountain is fine. I just don't know about a fire, getting a fire started or having a place to make a fire. So luckily my buddy recently gave me this little thing. I haven't played with it yet. I'll have to figure it out later if I'm going to cook up some dinner. But I also had a huge lunch, so I'm not that hungry. So I may end up just finding a place to crash out. I can't do too much talking to you guys while I'm outside of the truck because it's super windy. And a little bit of background about the place that I'm at right now is it's close to 10,000 feet above sea level. It's probably going to be the coldest night that I've had. So, this will be an interesting sleep kind of no matter what. But hey, thanks guys for checking out the channel. Thanks for coming with me and thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. So this is the view from one of the sites that I could have been staying. This is kind of where I wanted to come down, and I was interested in this camping area because they have shelters. So you can pitch your tent inside here and they have these shelters up here along with the little wooden spoon. Say hi to the wooden spoon. So I was pretty interested in being up here. Every campsite here has one of, sorry for the spinning there, one of these, the bear save things. So there's probably bear up here. As you guys saw, I ran into some deer on the way up, and so there's definitely going to be some wildlife up here. But now I have to go find a spot to park my truck for the night. So I can't really park it at the gate here. I guess I could, There's a couple other people up there right now, but if they end up leaving, I could technically just stay right here. So we'll see what happens as it gets a little bit later. The sun's going to be going down here in about an hour. Just came down the road and I found like these cell phone towers. I ended up at the dead end. The trail doesn't go any further, so I'm just going to check these out because I think they're cool. Of course, I'm just checking them out, that's it. And I'll probably have to find some other place to stay tonight. I don't think that I can stay around these. I'm sure I'm trespassing as it is and incriminating myself. But it is a pretty cool spot. It's a pretty neat area. And actually, check this out. So this is somebody else's fire pit and an old can. I don't really know how long that's been here. I think I can get my truck in here. I just need to move some branches and stuff really quick. So I might stay here tonight. It is super windy up here, guys. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm sure, I mean, if you can't hear me, you're probably just listening to the wind. Super windy, and it is cold. It is going to be cold tonight. So this fire pit would be pretty nice to have a little fire going. Let's see if I can, I might do it. I might just commit and do it. So let's see. What originally started with me camping in a developed campground has turned into me stealth camping at like a radio tower. So go figure. So this has already been probably the craziest trip that I've been on. It took me like 20 minutes just to get my truck parked, and I'm sitting here and I really don't think that I should make a fire because of how windy it is. I just feel like it's going to be really irresponsible to have a fire, especially because now I'm essentially stealth camping at this radio tower. I didn't intend to be here, but I ended up here, and I just, it's not a designated campground. So if I start a fire and embers go every which way and I cause like a fire, that I couldn't sit right with myself knowing I didn't do the right thing or whatever that situation is. I would try to be responsible with it, but I don't think that I should have like a fire. And so right now, with just how windy it is, I'm kind of just hanging out in the back of my truck, which makes me super glad that I ended up rebuilding this camper shell, because if I couldn't sit up in here, I would be going crazy right now. Like if I just had to lay down in the back the way that my platform was set up before, I'd be going crazy. So it's nice, at least I can sit up right now and kind of hang out in the back of my truck, and it's super comfortable. So here in a little bit, I do have a couple little things that I'm probably going to try. I might try to make a little bit of dinner. We'll see how that goes. I've never used this thing before. My buddy gave me a little thing. It goes like on top of a propane can, and then you can have essentially a single burner. So we'll see how that goes if I decide to make dinner. But for right now, I'm just chilling. And even though things are kind of super crazy right now, and this has been an adventure just getting out here, I am enjoying the views. I'm enjoying being out here. And, you know, a lot of the reason why I'm doing this is like for the adventure anyway. So the fact that it ended up being so crazy and just weird is part of the fun. So I'm glad you guys are along for the ride. It is so stinking windy. One of the things though that I have, this is actually like that garage flooring, I guess, that you turn it into a gym. Like if you're turning your house or a room into a gym. And I put that up on this side, on where like the wheel well would normally be here, the bed would be here. And then I do have the Reflectix up. And then I also have it on the other side. So I am super glad that before this trip I did that. One, because it's going to get cold, and two, because I am a lot more happy having like the platform with all my stuff on it and kind of out of the way in a designated place for that, and like a work surface here. So I'm kind of gonna be stuck a lot in the truck. You know, I'm gonna go for a walk here in a little bit, but I'm gonna be stuck in the truck a lot just because it's that windy and it's that cold out here today. So it'll be nice because I did bring like my Switch, so I'm gonna play some Pokemon, right? That's pretty cool. I can watch videos if I want to. I have the platform. I can cook on it if I need to, which I may try to do a little bit later tonight if I get hungry. But yeah, before this trip, I'm glad that I made all the recent changes that I did to my camper shell. This setup is gonna work a lot better for a day like today, and I really wanted to get ready for the winter, which is why I did all of this. So glad that it came out that way. So this is that thing that I was talking about that my buddy gave me. I've never messed with one of these before. I don't necessarily know what I'm doing, but basically I think that the concept is this plugs into this, which then screws on to this, and then at the top of this, I believe that these come out like that, and then essentially you have oops, but essentially you would put I guess, I don't know. I'm gonna mess with this and see if I can get it to work for a little bit. So before anybody freaks out, I do have the back window completely open, although I can smell that propane, so I'm gonna move a little closer to the back. All right, let's see if we can get this thing to light. Not wanting to work. All right, let's see if we can get this thing to light. Too windy. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, well, there you have it. You can see that it is lit. It's pretty tight in here. I'm a little bit afraid of it cooking my thing there, so I might have to, I'm gonna have to figure this out. Let's see, where did I put my pan now? I'm trying to find my pan really quick and then see what's good with that. But yeah, so that was definitely already starting to cook the roof of my truck there. So as far as cooking in the back of the truck, I don't know if that is necessarily an option for me. to actually cook right here. I don't know, but that's the first time I've ever used that thing, and I got it working, and that's good. Now, I guess, yeah, so like a pan does just go on it like that. And I guess I can cook like that in essence, but I'm not going to be able to do that. Obviously, it's way the heck up here. I'm not going to be stirring up here, so I'm going to have to drop the tailgate and cook on it down there. But hey, it works. So thank you, Chavez. I really appreciate that, man. It's definitely kind of crazy the way that everything came together for me in a way on this trip, because everything was different than I was planning on it being when I first got out here. But like I said, I spent the last couple weeks prepping my truck, and then my friend gave me this thing for the propane tank, and I can actually cook out here without a fire. So I don't feel right starting the fire. You know, I just want to be a responsible camping citizen, but I can actually have a hot meal, which is really, really nice. So I am going to cook up some pork roast. Actually, I have a little bit of pork roast. So I'll be cooking up some pork roast and eating good tonight, all thanks to my buddy. And I'm super excited, so let me get to that. So I am officially cooking pork roast. See, the fire's going. It's cooking up. It smells really good. Chavez, I know that you're watching this, and I can't thank you enough for this apparatus, dude. I wouldn't have been able to cook if it wasn't for you giving me this, and I just want to say thank you very, very much, man. So I did bring a couple of other things. I have some corn here, which I may either have to cook up separate, or I don't have a second pan. I can't do it with this burner, so I may cook that up separate. But I'm thinking about putting the chicken noodle in with the pork roast, and I want to do that, one, to retain the moisture, but two, like, hot soup sounds really good. And you know, it's cold right now, so hot soup sounds really good, and it would keep moisture in this pork roast. So I may end up doing that. I feel like there's a lot of potential here for failure and potential tip overs, so I got to be careful with that. But this is going to be, I think it's going to taste good at least. As you guys know by now, apparently I'm not a very good cook. I felt like the potential for losing my food was really, really high. I decided to move it to the ground, and then I kind of bolstered the canister with these rocks to give it more of a stable surface. And as you can see, it's bubbling up, boiling up, looking pretty good. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. I especially want to give it a few more minutes to get that pork kind of cooked all the way through. But you know, I wasn't able to make a fire. It's just too windy, and that'd be irresponsible. But getting this going and getting some hot food in is gonna be like such a blessing tonight. It's gonna be so awesome. I feel like I finished cooking just in time. It's starting to get dark. I did close my window because the temperature's dropping like that. So in the town that I'm closest to, it's supposed to get down to about 25 degrees tonight. And I'm about 3,000 feet above that town. So I wouldn't be surprised if tonight for me up here, I mean, it got down to 5, 10 degrees, something like that. It's going to be pretty cold. But I should be pretty warm in here. Even just closing the window now, I am warmer. And then you'll see I did put a hoodie on underneath this thick jacket for now. But yeah, overall, this thing was dope. This little thing right here, I recommend getting this. Anybody really, if you're in a pinch, this thing's pretty cool. I'm gonna disassemble it right now. But it's pretty cool. So one of the goals that I have over the next few months, and probably like, let's see, it's November now, so maybe in like February would be a good time to go, is I actually want to go see my dad. So my dad and I live in different states, and I would like to go see him, but I think it'd be really cool to take this truck and camp my way there. So take a couple days, camp my way over there, spend a few days with him, and then camp my way back. And this is going to come in super, super handy when I can't like find a spot where I can have a fire, or I need to just cook on the back of my tailgate or something like that. It's super small, doesn't take up a lot of space. I don't have like a camping stove or anything like that yet because I just don't have the money. Or it's not that I don't have the money, I'm not willing to spend the money on it. So this is going to come in super, super handy, I think. Pretty excited about it. And so, yeah, probably in like February, and I'll make videos. Of course, I'll make videos when I go see my dad. But yeah, he lives in Missouri and I live in New Mexico. So it's a day's drive, really. Like if you want to, you can easily get there in a day. But I would like to take a couple days and just camp my way out there and then spend some time with him. He's getting late in life. Now I just want to make sure that I see him at least one more time before something bad happens. I hate to speak like that, but anyway, I'm gonna eat my dinner, guys, and catch up with you in a little bit. Almost forgot to pop my sparkling water with you guys. So first one of the night, gonna have it with dinner. Oh, that's good. That's good. So yeah, I do sparkling water because I don't drink. So, but I thank you guys for having a water. If you're at home, you can have a beer, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. But thanks for sharing that with me, guys. Where the back glass meets the tailgate, there's a gap, and I can actually see through it, and it's letting in quite a bit of cold air, especially with the wind. So I tucked a hoodie and a jacket kind of back in there. And then for tonight, I'm also trying to build up some residual heat right now with these candles. The candles work really, really well for warming up the space. Like up here, it's super, super warm, but I almost feel like I need a fan that kind of points down and to blow it back down because I can feel coolness on my legs. But as far as keeping my truck camping space warm, and again, I'm in a Ford Ranger and I have side steps too. So my bed is like maybe 4 feet by 6 feet. It's very small. I don't have an elevated truck topper. It's level with the roof of my truck. So I have a very small space, but the candles work really, really well for me. I've used them before, but never on a night that's this cold. This already, and it's only, let's see, it is 6 o'clock right now, and it is so much colder than any other night that I've been in the back of my truck. So we'll see how these candles hold up and how I feel throughout the night. But other than that, for tonight, I'm probably just going to edit everything that I have filmed today. Maybe watch some videos, but probably play some Pokemon on my Switch and hang out in the back of my truck and crash out, and I'll see you guys in the morning. It is definitely time for me to put on, I have some long johns and some longer socks as well as an extra pair of pajamas in here. What's cool, and I'll show you guys this, is I can actually access all of that stuff from inside my truck. So I just pulled out the long johns and the socks without having to, I didn't even leave my sleeping bag actually. But before, when I had the platform that went all the way across, I would have had to have gotten out of my truck, dropped my tailgate, and then pulled my gear out from the slide. So for solo winter camping, I definitely think that if you're looking at building like a truck camping rig, consider something like what I have right now, just so you don't have to get out of the truck to access your gear.
Morning, guys. It's probably about 5 in the morning right now. Actually, it is 5 in the morning. Excuse me. Sorry. The wind has not let up. It's been like crazy windy just all night, and it has not let up yet at all this morning. However, I've had candles going seriously all night, and I'm pretty warm. I got cold just a little bit ago, but it's because I fell asleep and everything went out, so I didn't have any candles. And then now that I lit them again, I'm fine. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna try to actually go back to sleep a little bit until the sun comes up at least. But I can tell that it is cold outside of my truck right now. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's cold.
So I am heading down the mountain right now as the sun comes up. As you guys can see, the sunrise is pretty cool. But today I got Black Rifle coffee. I like this one better than the Keto Super coffee, but I can't find it all the time. I did find out that a gas station has it actually by my wife's work, so I'll probably be bringing those from now on. I really like those ones, and it's veteran owned, so why not support that? But that should be just about it for the video, guys, unless I see anything on the way down. Hey, thank you very much for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. I'm really interested in building out this channel a lot better, and you know, hopefully end up with, you know, a few thousand subscribers at some point in some time. If you made it this far, you guys are a trooper, and I really appreciate you. Peace, guys.